All right, let's get started. So again, thank you for being here. It's a Thursday weekly product training. My name is Amy. I'm the marketing manager for Marketplace, and I will be your host today. But really, Janessa, my friend and colleague, will be taking you through the majority of it. Janessa, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me, Amy.
Now, as usual, we are talking Marketplace. And as a reminder, Marketplace is the perfect way for you to grow your revenue with new digital products. Marketplace lives right within Partner Center, so there isn't an extra contract you have to sign to get access to these products. It's right there, and you all should have access to it. Now, every product is a new revenue stream. And how exactly do we want you to build that new revenue? Through these new Marketplace campaigns. Now, we know that creating effective email marketing campaigns is hard. So what we've done is added some for you. We have 4 new acquisition campaigns for appointment scheduling, BetterVideo Montage, SEO Network, and social-powered Wi-Fi marketing. If you're already a partner, which most of you are, these campaigns are free for you to use, and we'll get to that in a moment. Now, campaigns in general, why did we make this functionality? Originally, it was so we could allow you to connect with more prospects with a snapshot report. And you guys all know what snapshots are, but they do cost $2 a piece. So we heard all of your feedback loud and clear when you said you wanted more options for campaigns that didn't necessarily include the $2 snapshot report. Now, we know that email campaigns work. There's a ton of stats. So emails are 40% more effective at acquiring customers in things like Facebook or Twitter. Email marketing has an ROI of $38 on every $1 spend, and 90% of emails get delivered right into your audience's inbox. So really compelling research on why email marketing and campaigns work. Now, I mentioned this briefly, but what we've done is created acquisition campaigns for you guys. So those will allow you to acquire new digital customers. They are our most refined campaigns. We use big data to engage these customers, and customer interest really drives the sales process. We'll get to that with things like hot leads. Now with that, Janessa is going to show you the real step-by-step process on how to send out these campaigns and use these campaigns. This is a perfect training session if you'd like to, on another screen, open up your Partner Center and walk through the process with us. Janessa, it's all yours.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Amy. And if you do have any questions while we're going through everything, while I'm taking you through this step-by-step, please put them into that question box there and we'll get to them at the end of the webinar. So we've got all these great new campaigns for you. What is the first step for you? It's pretty simple. You're going to want to log into Partner Center and come to this marketing tab. This is where all of the current campaigns are, both any of the ones that you have created as well as the ones that we've created for you. When you first come in, you're probably going to see those snapshot ones or ones that you're currently using. To find or to get to the new Marketplace ones, you're just going to want to come over to the recommended campaigns, which is where you will find all of those new campaigns that we're talking about before you really even get into, sending them out or activating them or even doing much with them. You can click right in to take a look at those campaigns and preview them. So before you even set them up so people in your organization can use them, you can take a look and see what these campaigns are all about and make sure you do a really good read through of them. So I'll just use this appointment scheduling one as an example, go through all 3 of those emails. You can do that for all of the campaigns in there. So if you're ever unsure about exactly, maybe which product that one's about or what the information is, you can take a read through them beforehand. Then once you're ready to go, you've got it, you either want to maybe edit it a little bit or you just want to use it as is. You're just going to want to click in to add this to your campaigns. So as soon as you do this, it's going to move it over into your campaign section out of the recommended campaigns. Before it fully is ready to be published, so ready for your sales reps to start using it or for you to upload your list to start using it, you do have the ability to edit it. So we just click add there. this is going to bring you to where you can edit that campaign first. So to edit, simply just go into, you can edit each email. So this is, if you want to change some of the wording around, if you want to change, maybe you want, oops, sorry about that there. If you want to maybe take the call to action out, so which is that button that will take you to a landing page about the product. Again, I'll get to that in a little bit and show you what that looks like. But you can change all of that right there. You can do some different stuff if you maybe have a page on your website all about appointment scheduling. You could have that to go there instead of to that landing page. So a lot of different stuff that you can do. And something new to anyone that is familiar with the campaigns, there are some new dynamic components for the product landing pages. So we use these to create the campaigns, but if you do want to create some of your own, you can do that and have them go to each of those different product landing pages. There we go. So that's how you would change the actual emails. You can also set up some of the campaign configuration for here. So, if you want to set it for your time zone, this is where you would do that. If you want it only going out certain days of the week, you can set it for that. By default, I believe all of our campaigns, we don't have them going out Saturdays and Sundays, but you can always come in here and check those back on to have them go out on those days of the week. And then lastly, you can set an account buffer. So what this is going to do is if you turn this on, when you pull in a whole list of your clients and are reaching out and using this campaigns, you can set this so only a specific amount of campaigns would go out per day per sales rep. So, if you want to add, your list of 200 clients into the system, you can add them all at one time. You don't have to worry about uploading different lists or getting them all into the system. You can do it at one time. Set up this buffer though, so only 10 or maybe only 5 are going out per day, so your sales reps aren't getting overloaded with the amount of emails and hot leads.
And Janessa, I just want to add here, or ask you actually, since you do know quite a bit about this and you work with partners all the time, what are our recommended number of recipients per salesperson for campaigns?
So our recommendation is 10 per day or 50 per week, which is why we generally leave it at the 10 per day. We don't like to get any more than that. Just, in our experience from running these campaigns, once you start getting over that limit, it gets too much for your sales reps to be able to follow up with, especially follow up in the timely manner that you would want them to do. So, we don't want to overload your sales reps with too many hot leads, which can easily happen.
Perfect, thank you.
No problem. So once you've got that all set, you've went through, your campaign configuration's good, you've taken a read through each of the different emails. You can also change the delay. So, by default, again, we do have these going out once a week, but if you're maybe targeting specific clients or maybe even before, a trade show and you don't have the 3 weeks, you can always kind of change. Oops, I should go the other direction there. Change the delay so that, maybe they go out every 3 days or they go out every 2 days. So really just giving you that ability to, sorry about that, however you want them to go out and what uses the best use case for you, you can set them like that. Once everything there is good to go, you would just publish this campaign. So, this is making sure you've looked at the campaign, everything's good, you're going to publish it. As soon as you publish, it is available for you to start using when you update your list. When you create those lists, you can start using this campaign, as well as a big thing for anybody out there is as soon as you publish this, it's going to be available for all your sales reps. So let them know right away that they can start using this and can start prospecting with it.
And so, Janessa, the process you've gone through right now is the use case or the persona of a partner center admin, right?
Correct. Yeah. So, sorry, I should have maybe clarified that a little bit at the start. Everything that I'm doing right now is from that partner center or that admin level. This is where you can actually alter the campaigns, you can edit them, you can set that frequency. This is all at that top admin level. Perfect. So then now that we have published that campaign, it's going to show up in our list of campaigns to use right there. So we can see it right away. Once we actually start using it, that's where it gets really fun and we start to see all of those stats coming in. So we've got the campaign ready to go. We've got it published. What's the next step? Well, for you as a Partner Center admin, this is where you can start creating lists or uploading lists of your clients and setting them up on this campaign. So to do that, I'm just going to navigate back over to the Accounts tab here. We'll just give it a second to load. So you can do this in two ways. You can either do it as one of the bulk actions where you import a new list of your clients. So, really good for these new marketplace acquisition campaigns because, as Amy said, they are those free campaigns. They're really good to, go out with to your current clients, your current list of accounts, and really just get those new revenue streams coming in for your business. There's not this charge with them, so you can use them with anybody and it's almost risk-free. So to do it with a current list of your accounts, if they aren't currently in the system, you would just go to bulk actions and import list. There's a really good wizard, a step-by-step directions about how to import that list. Or if you need a little bit of help, I know our partner success managers are always willing and able to help you or walk you through how to upload that list. Otherwise, if your clients are currently in the system, which I hope for the majority of you, they already are, you can do a couple different things. You can search, if you've got markets set up, you can select which market you want to select accounts for. You can look for products. So, if we're only looking for people that have Listing Builder and we want to go out and target those clients that have Listing Builder that are in this specific market, it's going to create the list right there for us, and we would just click to add all of these accounts to that list.
And so, Janessa, that's a pretty large number. That's over 2,000 accounts to add to the list. Now, I know we don't have a maximum number of accounts that you can add, but what is your recommendation on the minimum number of people to send these campaigns out to?
If you're doing it at a list level, we really want to make sure that, at least 10 is what we usually recommend. Most of them we're seeing are about 25 to 50. They're actually putting thought into, okay, well, let's target our current customers. Again, these are those risk-free campaigns where, it's just an email that's going out. There's no additional charge. And let's see what our clients are interested in. So we are seeing about 25 to 50, but that doesn't mean that you can't, upload your entire list of clients and then buffer them, which is something I highly recommend. So from there, you would just add to a list, which creates them on a list. At any time, you can see which lists are already in your system. So once you do have that list created, whether it's through the bulk action, whether it's through, making it in the platform, once you have that created, to add it to the campaign, it's a very simple process. You would just come to this list, find the one you're looking for. So let's go to this one here and add it to campaign. So for anybody that's currently using campaigns, before you would have added a snapshot on it. With these campaigns, because there's no snapshot required, all you have to do is add it to the campaign. It will now show up in this list of campaigns where you would click on it from there, and you can either start the campaign and it'll show you when that's going out, or you can schedule it to go out at a future date. So for these ones, if I want them to start going out next Monday in maybe the morning, I can change that there and start that campaign.
And so, as a reminder, in the campaign configuration section is where you determine things like the cadence, the time between different emails. And here is where you actually hit start.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Perfect. So that's how you would do it from a list. So really all of this is kind of at that top level, at that partner center level. Next, we'll really get into how your sales reps can start using these. So again, from you as that admin level, you're going to want to go over to this sales section. The first thing you really want to do before even getting your sales reps into how to run them is make sure your sales reps are set up in the system. If they're not, just click on create salesperson. It's going to ask you to fill in, some of that basic information, first name, last name, email. There is some additional information. I'm sorry, I keep scrolling the wrong way and it's sending me backwards. Like photo. So, this is not a required field and it is an option for you to add in here, but the photo is really great to add because not only will it show up on all of the campaign emails, it's also going to show up on that product landing page. So, really just making both the email and that landing page for your clients a lot more personal. If they see that photo, they remember who that sales rep is, and they're more likely to reach out. So once your sales reps are set up, I'm just going to go in and view how your sales reps come into the system. So again, you as that admin user can go down and view what your sales reps are looking at, where they would log in to their own sales and success center. So once they're set up, they can start sending out these campaigns on either current accounts or on accounts that they're just bringing into the system. For current accounts, it's just clicking on this campaign icon. For this one, it has already been started, but we can always send it out to a different user. So, I want to use this again, the appointment scheduling campaign. I want to send those emails. It's going to tell me when this campaign is going out. So a little bit different from the sales rep level. You'll notice that from the admin level, they don't have as much of that configuration options as you do, but that's all stuff you'll be able to set. So then when your sales reps go in, they don't have to worry about doing that. They're just going on your advice and they can just start sending out those campaigns and bringing in that new revenue.
So it seems like all this sales rep is really doing is figuring out which account to send what campaign on and when to start it. But all the other work is really done by the Partner Center admin.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So then once we can either send it to a current user on the account, or we can add in a new email address for who we want it to go to. I'm just going to select that current user and send out that campaign. So I can see right away that that campaign has been sent. So that's what you would do if there are already the account set up in the system. If it is a new prospect for your sales rep, maybe somebody they're talking to brand new, they would just go into create prospect. Just gonna quickly put one in here. And if I can't spell pizza apparently. So again, they find the business they're looking for. If any of this does look unfamiliar, just reach out to your partner success rep and they'll walk you through this or go more in depth with this. But you find the account you're looking for, and this is where you can set the campaign. So again, I want to use that appointment scheduling campaign. It's going to tell me where it's coming out, and they can also preview that email. So again, like Amy said, they'll be able to preview it, but really the ability to edit and set those configurations is all at that admin level. And they can go through and look at what those emails would look like.
This is a pretty powerful feature because as a salesperson in a past life, I always wanted to know exactly what I was sending out to my current clients or my prospects.
Yeah, absolutely. Your sales reps or, even you yourself aren't going to want to send emails without first seeing what they look like. You don't know what they're saying. You're always going to want to make sure that they're the right tone or the right wording. You know your customers better than anyone else. So they're really going to want to make sure they see those. Perfect. So that's how to send campaigns. And really, now once the campaign has been sent, what happens? Well, I'm just going to jump over to this other screen really quickly and take you into my email. So this is the first campaign. I sent it to myself earlier today on appointment scheduling. This would come out to your client. You can see where your own branding would show up. If you do have markets, the different market branding will show up here. Your sales reps information. Erin, we know right away, doesn't have a lot of the information filled in. All she has is her name and her email address. So, stuff like that photo or the phone number, really importantly, you're going to want to make sure your sales reps have in there. So if I get this, I can see who it is. I can maybe even pick up the phone right now and reach out to them. But going in a little bit deeper, let's click on that call to action. Let's see where this email is taking us. It's going to take us to that product landing page where we get to learn more about that product that would be beneficial for our business. Again, it's going to show us who our sales rep is up here. So really, I know I stressed it before, but make sure you're putting those photos in to create that personal touch. So when they see it, they go, oh, right, this is Erin, like I saw her last week or I saw her last month. I know exactly who this is. So really just want to put that in there for those reasons. And then it's just going to take them through a little bit more about the benefits and the values of that product, show, what this product would look like for that business, kind of some screenshots of what it does, and then into some case studies, importance of it, and FAQs.
So if this page looks familiar to you, it's because it's taken right from the marketplace products tab of this particular product. So appointment scheduling, what you see here is exactly what your clients would see if you have this product enabled.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. So that kind of takes us through the whole process, how to set up those campaigns, how to get them ready for you, how you can set them up as an admin with the lists, and then how your sales reps can send them on those one-off basis or one-off accounts, all the way coming down to what your clients would experience or would see once they receive those emails.
I think the one thing that's important to mention here is these pages are what we call unauthorized pages, meaning that there's no login necessary to view them. So sometimes with things like Business Center or Snapshot Report, you have to log in first before you can really see what the purpose of that CTA is or of that email really is, whereas these are open. They're totally public. Yeah. So this email could even be forwarded to somebody else and they would still be able to see this information. So we're trying to make it as flexible and as open as possible.
Yeah, really important, especially for, maybe those businesses where you're reaching out but don't have that decision maker, or you have one contact but maybe they have to forward it on to the decision maker. That's where these pages are really great because there's no limitations and anybody that receives it would be able to go and view it. So from there, I guess we're just going to open it up for some questions right now.
So everything that Janessa has gone through step by step is also included in the slide presentation. So when we post this tomorrow, you can go back and of course watch this recording, but also go through the step by step that I've outlined on the deck. So you're not not going to have this information. Okay.
Sorry. So one of the questions that we got asked is if you can. There we go. Can you connect campaigns off of our website? So currently the campaigns are only available within Partner Center. So you would have to either, go into Partner Center and send them off from the list, or go in as a sales rep and send them off from there. You can, if you maybe like some of the wording or what we're saying, definitely feel free to take some of that and use it on your website, but the actual sending of the campaigns would be from the platform. So one question we had is, when I create a prospect as a sales rep, can I search for all pizza restaurants in an area and then campaign to all of them super easily? So, this is a really good one where I might get your partner success manager to really walk you through the whole power of that tool. You can definitely search for all of the pizza restaurants in one area, but then to actually create the accounts, it would be on a one-off. But I'll definitely reach out to your partner success manager, and they'll really walk you through how you can do that step by step and help you to get the prospects you want, and help you set up that list. All right, let's see what other. So one question here is, can you integrate appointment schedule to your website? Yes, you can. Once you have activated appointment scheduling, there is HTML that you can set it up on your website. Again, if you want to step-by-step how to do this, you can reach out to your rep and they can walk you through this, but it is definitely available. There's a question about the product pages and how they are created. So currently they are created through the product in Marketplace. This is right now, they aren't customizable, so they are all going to show the same thing for every campaign that you do set out, but they're based off of those products in Marketplace.
And remember, if this is something that for whatever reason you would not like to show, you can always remove the CTA or change it.
Absolutely. So there's a question about, once a prospect is at this business center landing page, what then happens in terms of closing the sale? So really great question. Once they do come to this page, your sales rep would have already received hot leads that client was interested first in the email and then interested and clicked into this landing page. So you're going to want to get your sales reps to follow up with those hot leads right away. They'll get, as soon as that happens, they'll have received an email, and it will show in their sales and success center that these are hot leads. So definitely reach out to anybody with either 2 or 3 flame hot leads. Those are the great ones to start calling. I know our team internally has seen great success with, if they get on the call right away, within kind of a 10-minute time frame, a lot of the times that user is even still on the page, that it really opens the door and makes that conversation a lot easier.
And we had a question here about how effective Vendasta's campaigns are. So I didn't include it in this webinar, but I'd like to speak to it now. The industry average for campaign open rates or email open rates sits at about 18%, where Vendasta has experienced about a 52% open rate, so significantly higher than the industry average. When it comes to click-through rates, the industry average sits at about 2%, and Vendasta is at 29%. And finally, click to open. The industry average of that is 13%, and Vendasta is at about 56%. So we work really hard here to curate our campaigns, to write them effectively, to test them, which is why we're so excited to provide these for you right now.
Sounds good. So, if you do have any additional questions, if you want help, creating that list, sending out a list, even a little bit more in depth about some of the different campaigns that are available there, definitely reach out to your partner success manager. If you don't know who that is, you can email partnersuccess@vendasta.com, and someone will help you through and, really make sure you can start sending these out and growing your revenue streams.
Wonderful. Thanks, Janessa. That was really great to go through that. Again, reach out to us if you have any questions. If you don't know who to reach out to, partnersuccess@vendasta.com is a generic email. We'll all get it, and we'll get back to you immediately. We'd love for you to take a look at these campaigns, even use these campaigns, and give us some feedback. Let us know if you like the content, if it works for you, how you maybe like them improved. Any and all feedback is so welcome. Janessa, thank you so much for all your help today.
Yeah, it was great to talk about campaigns, and I know we're really excited about them.
Perfect. And again, I'm Amy. Thanks so much for being here, everyone. And please reach out to us if you have any questions, and go use campaigns. See you next week.